Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project, normally every day at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That got a little bit messed up today. We're doing a special nighttime version, but today I'm very excited to be checking out the second most popular tabletop game on all of Kickstarter. That is Resident Evil, the board game. Step inside the Spencer Mansion in this cooperative survival horror game for one blank. So I will say, not a fan of the main image in any way, shape, or form. Terribly, terribly generic. Like, let's do a fun experiment. If I cut off all this, just cut off the box and the words and this, would you think anything about this picture? Like, it's so... Like, you have to realize that the majority of the people that see this image are going to see it at this resolution and not how it's going to look in a second. You know, when I right-click on it, and then I'm sure, oh, now it looks in-depth and nice and fancy and pretty. Because, no, when people get here, most of the time, they're just going to click on this video, and this picture immediately goes away. So I don't like this main image, but I will say I like the fact they mentioned it's cooperative and for one player here. So you can play this. So it's a solo/cooperative, I'm going to guess 1 to 4 player Resident Evil miniatures board game. I get that much information there, which is nice. I'd still like to know the time length on this. And what's this say? Kickstarter box art. So it's an exclusive box. Oh, great. Like, I don't know. I just feel like something else could probably be a little bit more useful to help move units than that. But as we get into this, this is a massive sweeping success. Why? Because of everything right here. Resident Evil, the board game, the name, the fact that Capcom's on it, it's got little minis. And so we're appealing to a different clientele here. And I've noticed this whenever I do video game IP Kickstarters. Not whenever, but most of the time, they're not great. Like, they're not like, wow, spectacular. Most of the time, they're just ugh. So I'm hoping this one can buck the trend. I'm really excited, but a little bit nervous after looking at this main image. Now that I see it blown up, I see... yeah, minis, I get it. There's minis. I expected that. Tiles, whatever. It looks like an insanely generic zombie game. Like, let's be honest. If this was Zombicide or Z-Pocalypse or, you know, whatever the hell zombie game you want to put in here that's a mini zombie game, can you really tell the difference? I can't. But still, I'm coming into this a little bit cynical, I will say. Maybe it's the special late night Forest, but I don't know. Let's go. This board game contains scenes of
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Wait, is this a 1 to 3 player game? Okay, no, it's not. So you said 3 people, and I was like, what? 1 to 3 players? No, it's 1 to 4. Just want to double check. As always, when I go to the video, I forget to mention this. 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Convince me.
What was that?
Wait, did we just switch?
What was that?
Captain Wesker, Jill, and...
So right now, there's a narrator kind of talking about what's going on, and now we get into the voice acting where she's like, oh, what's over there?
We don't know where Barry is.
What was that?
Jump scare in my Kickstarter video. Like, come on. Oh, thunder. Does it really say survival? Like, is this necessary? Like, what the... Okay. Let me know. I think that just makes the front of the box looks kind of ugly. And honestly, the special Kickstarter exclusive box, I think looks pretty ugly too. And yeah, I think maybe it's like the original logo or something like that from the plate. I don't know. But it's just, I think it's ugly. And the other thing, I forgot to mention this. You're mentioning a Kickstarter exclusive box, but if you do that, I feel like you should be focusing on the sides of the box as well than just the front of the box. Because yeah, look at the side of the box. Oh, it's not showing anymore. The side of the box is super boring. Like, that's where most people are actually going to see this game. The 0.001% of the rest of your life where this game is going to be on the table, people see the front of the box. I would much rather have the side of the box looking just all decorated and amazing. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. So now we're going to text. I have to read. Enter the home of survival horror in the cooperative campaign game for 1 to 4 players. Makes sense. That's thematic to the game. I get why they do it. Investigate the Sinister Suspension Mansion is an open world in search of secrets and survivors. Wow, that's a fast one. Each quarter your turn could be your last. That's kind of nifty. Explore new paths ahead, but sometimes the way forward will be locked, forcing you to backtrack. And find a key elsewhere. Wow, that artwork looks so super generic. Like this, like, ugh. Like, ugh, there's not more you could have put on this card. I'm always 5 minutes behind. Hello, I'll be catching up. A live chat will be weird. No worries, Ryan. So yeah, this graphic design right here, it's just, ugh. Like, these little things, just the genericness of this project. This card right here, that box image, the side of the box, everything's just screaming generic to me. You know, the front of the box, the fact that you have to say, survival, horror, it's like, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it right now. As the night continues, the danger level is always rising. You jump at the sight of breaking glass and prepare for the worst. If this character's on the tile at the end of their next turn, draw an additional card from the tension deck. Place a Cerberus on the closest thing, so these are events that happen, okay? Remember, defeating enemies isn't the only way to survive. Puzzles to unlock the path ahead.
Richard!
Yeah, so I think I've pinpointed it. This feels to me like a video that would really blow the mind of people who haven't played that many board games. You know, like, if you're, like, just straight, like, I primarily play video games. I'm here because I love Resident Evil, the video game, and, you know, the games that I've played, you know, maybe, you know, Monopoly, Scrabble, you know, maybe Catan once in college or something like that. That's the extent of my board game knowledge. And that's a lot of people. That is the majority of the people. And sometimes we as a hobby forget that. And I do it. I am guilty of that as well. The most people in their life will never play a hobby board game of ours. Let that sink in. Most of the people on the planet Earth. And that hurts my soul a little bit because I want to share it with everybody. But I do think that for that crowd, I think this video is actually doing very well. So I do want to put that caveat in. I see what they're going for here. But as a gamer, I'm just not, like, I'm like, this looks like a really generic zombie game. Oh, wait, I want to see that card. Because I was uninspired by the first card. This one, draw the top card from the mission deck and begin the mission. Oh, so these are, your choices matter, and you could mean life or death for others trapped in the mansion. Oh, I missed this part, because, see, there's the other thing. I don't know.
Richard.
I don't like to read. I'm lazy. So, since I found that, okay, so that's kind of cool. You find a tile, and then things happen. Cool. Each STARS member, so looking at the artwork, okay. Each STARS member you save, it looks a lot like the video game, what I remember at least. You did. Wait, where's the R? Is the R? It's kind of hard to see the R. I kind of just like, you did. Welcome to World of Survivor Horror. Welcome to the world of survival horror. Can you survive the night? Oh no, flashlight out. Luckily there's a light right there, so we're good. It's actually quite well lit here. Oh no. This is gonna be some
Resident Evil.
Wow. So I'm not a fan of that video. I will say though, I think if I wasn't in the hobby and if I would have just went on some weird story arc of my life, a spoiler thing at the end. Oh, red sunglasses. Ooh, we're alluding to some sort of Resident Evil-y thing, which is a series I always wanted to get into. I say I like it, but I think I've probably played it for less than 3 hours combined, grand total, yeah. And I actually own a couple of them, I just never could get into it. So could you survive the night? So, video, end of the day, not impressed at all. I just want to put this out here. And this, let me know what you think about this. If Cool Mini or not, put out that video, I feel like people would be like, that video really, really stunk. Side of the box is very important. I completely agree, especially for shelving in the collection. Yeah, especially if that's something you're kind of hanging your head on, like is the special edition of the game. All right, so Steamforged Games Limited 10. I know they do crazy good minis. That is their calling card, if I recall correctly. Let's make sure they're not a flaming dumpster fire in the comments down below. Yeah, Monster Hunter. I remember, I don't think I was that inspired by Monster Hunter, but then Bard Song. Oh, Bard Song, I think, was an excellent, really ran Kickstarter. I wish I could go back and easily check my grades. So there's no way this is out yet. Yeah, so moving onward. Bard Song, I also don't believe this one is out yet as well, because I remember this is one of the first Kickstarter critiques that I ever did. Oh my goodness, 13,000 comments. Good for them. Getting a lot of engagement. Bugbear in the system Q&A. So yeah, I don't think this one's out. So they're gonna have 3 big minis games currently out. And then yes, I thought there were other Resident Evil board games, and I will be so brutally honest right now because that's the kind of channel this is. I have walked by this booth many times at different Kickstarter conventions. I think I've seen it at Essen, maybe Gen Con once. I've seen it 2 or 3 times, I do believe. I have walked by their booths. And every single time, at every single convention, there's never, I feel like, an excitement or a buzz around their booth. They have the very, they got the tables set up right in the front. They got the inventory in the back. And it just always feels so uninspired. Because I thought they had, if I've got them the right one. Let me make sure I phrase that. If this is the company that I'm thinking it is. All right, Resident Evil 3, the board game. Now, this one I'm pretty sure is actually out, though. I think it just recently came out. 16,000 comments. Let's check it out. Updates. The board game FAQ. Now that the Kickstarter has been fulfilled, we're putting together a rules FAQ to answer the more common rules queries. Oof! Oh, that's not what I like to see first. Hey, we finally shipped everything. Hey, our rules kind of suck, so come check out the FAQ. That always scares me. And I understand things slip through the cracks, but for some companies, they don't. Most of the time, And there's a reason why. Do they really just use a video game shtick of making you backtrack as a positive in their board game edition? Not more gameplay, but less. Go rewalk the map to find your keys, man. That is actually a really solid point that I had not thought about. Especially, if you have one of those turns where it's just like, I move 4 spaces. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, so this is out. So essentially, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 big projects not out. Actually, let's check these ones just to double check, because you never know. I assume this would probably be out. First official FAQ. Okay. All rewards have been sent from the hub, so great. Yes. And then I'm going to guess this one is most definitely out. Final shipping update and errata. So that's not really what I like to see here. I see 3 games. So this is going to be their 3rd massive game. 3rd big miniatures game that has not shipped. And then the first things I do see on their last 3 Kickstarter projects are, hey, we're done shipping now. Now we can focus on fixing up those rules for you. Here's an errata. Here's an FAQ on the rules on the other 2. Like, literally all 3 of them. And so that says to me, these rules are going to suck. Like, that makes me concerned that these rules are going to suck. So can you do it? Yes. Like, I'm not worried about this game coming out. As much as I'm checking to make sure, but whatever. But this has raised $800,000 in day 1, and they have a deal with Capcom. They got super smart and said, hey, Capcom, can we have your stuff? And I'm sure they're paying out the nose for it. But the bottom line is, they can appeal to the video gamers who this video, might have really blown their pants off. So can you do it? Yes, but I'm really concerned about the rules. Hopefully they have a how to play video somewhere on here. Do I want it? No. Like, once again, as a gamer, I've got, I think, 3 zombie games on my shelf that I think look similar to this game, but look better, more interesting, better graphic design. Maybe the minis are what's going to wow people. And maybe focus a little bit more on the minis than the thing. I don't know. Resident Evil, the board game. Enter the home of survival horror based on the 2002 remake of the original Capcom video game. And they probably had to specify that. We don't have the rights to Resident Evil, but we do have Resident Evil, the remake. There's a cooperative survival. Yeah, look at the side of that box. Oh, insanely generic. Like, I'm looking at some of the boxes on my shelf, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the side of Zaya, Legends of Idrisim looks cool, Twilight Imperium, Mage Wars, Rampage, Lois and Clark, you know, Planet, the sides of Scythe, the sides, you know, heck, of even Puerto Rico with, like, a big image, or Yokohama, or a lot of other games. Orleans, the side of boxes can have flavor, they can have flair, they can be awesome, and these just like, ugh. So then what do we got? We got minis. Cool. Perfectly captured. Wow. Okay. That was the first. So that jump scare was better than the real one where I just tapped the space bar and scared myself to death. I kind of want to go back, rewatch that, and see what my face looks like. All right. Perfectly captures the tension of the video game. Strategy, tactics, and luck combined in this game really surprised me. So nowhere in there does he actually say that he likes it. And as a reviewer myself, who sometimes has to, you know, who does previews and has to talk more about like what's going on in the game and less about how much I love it, you know, because here's the thing. If you do a preview and you love a game, it's typically a very easy preview. Because it's just, yeah, I love this. This was great. I loved how the deck building worked with this, with that. Now, when you don't like the game and you have to preview a game, or you choose to preview a game, I should say, because some people just say, I don't do that. You know, I'm not going to preview a game if I don't like the game. And props to them, whatever. It's not my style, but, you know, everybody does things different. A lot of the times, I'll notice that people focus more on the facts and less on what they think, while sometimes just focusing on what the game is. So perfectly captures the tension of the video game. So it's a tense game. Strategy, tactics, and luck combine in this game. So that really tells you absolutely nothing about your experience. Aside from, oh, I'm going to need to think. Tactics, it kind of goes with strategy and luck. Like, it's just, you're telling me stuff, like, I don't like this quote. I don't think it's a good quote. Also, not clickable. Probably have the videos down below, but I like when they're clickable. Resident Evil literally had me scared to speak or move. Find a way to do that within the streamlined rule set is a testament to the game's design. What? Resident Evil had me scared to speak or move? What the hell does that mean? Do I want to know? No, like, honestly, like, that video is like, because here's the thing, I'm sure it's going to have, like, a big box, there'll be expansions, so I'm going to be buying, like, 2 or 3 boxes or something eventually, and it's like, so I want this on my shelf? Not really. I mean, I'm sure, and maybe it's a fun game, and maybe I'm going to watch a gameplay video and it will wow me, but based on the video that they've shown me, no, not really. Resident Evil literally had me scared to speak or move, but I can't get over this quote. Maybe I'm just super critical because it's late at night, I'm tired or something, but I don't understand what that quote, like, I was scared of this game. Oh, no. No. Like, no. Like, that's I don't know. Finding a way to do that within the streamlined rule set is a testament to the game's design. So he's saying that the gameplay is simple, I think is what he's trying to say there. But it still scared me. What the? I hate this quote. Alright, Resident Evil is a love letter to the video game. You have to be tactical, save your resource. And here's the other thing. You know what? I want to own how much I hate this quote right here. Because I always, kind of back myself up and say, I'm never criticizing the creator. I'm criticizing the people, or critiquing the people, Steamforged Games, for choosing that quote. But the fact that he would say that, like, I was scared. Like, I've played probably 3,000 to 5,000 games. I've only been scared in, like, one game. Maybe 1 or 2. So, unless this game is absolutely amazing, which I don't get that impression from the first 2 quotes that I've seen. Because here's the thing, previewers, when we love a game, we have no problem talking about it. Like, when we play a game and it's amazing, spectacular, fantastic, we have no problem putting our credibility on the line because we know it's good. Take, for instance, Time of Legends Destinies. I love that game. It's my family game of the year. Don't expect to be a game night game for a lot of people. But so I said, I love this game. It's amazing. It's spectacular. I gave it a Bauer's Best seal preemptively. That's how much I love the game. It's just, so these quotes, they make me nervous. Resident Evil is a love letter to the video game. You have to be tactical, save your resources, and move carefully until it's time to run. I'm really impressed and can't wait for the final copy. Okay. It emphasized the unknown terror and difficult resource management that the source material embodied so well. So pretty much everyone is just like, yeah, it fits the theme of the game. No one's like, man, this is a great game. They're like, it reminds me of Resident Evil. Like, that's what I'm seeing in all these quotes. And that's probably what they were going for. Once again, I go back to the graphic design on the cards, and it was very uninspiring, minimalistic, but I'm assuming that's what it was from the video game, if I recall correctly. So they went for a certain feel. It emphasized that unknown. It brings the original game's survival elements to life with fast-paced but tactical gameplay. Comicbook.com said that? Okay, I want to see that video or click on that, because now I'm curious. But I'm also curious about the price, because let's beat around the bush. Listen, do I want it? No. But if I'm a Resident Evil fan, I think maybe. Yes. So there. Can you do it? Yes, I see 10 created, I see 21 backed, and then if I click on here and I don't do my, like, obviously, oh, they've done Resident Evil 3, they've done Resident Evil 2, that just makes sense. I'm not worried about that. Then how much is it? So that's all I need. I just need the price. Hopefully we don't beat around the bush, we get straight to the price, which we're not. Created by Steamforged Games, Resident Evil 2 and 3, the board game, Monster Hunter World, the board game, Dark Souls, the board game, Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game, Devil May Cry, the Bloody Palace. So I have never, and I'm going to say this, I do not believe I have ever heard anyone say one good thing about any of these games off the top of my head. Now, I'm not saying they're bad games. That's not what I'm saying. I've never played any of them. But what I am saying is I hear a lot of people talk a lot about board games. It's just what I do, you know? It's kind of my thing. And I don't remember anyone saying, oh yeah, that Resident Evil 3, man, it was so damn good. Monster Hunter World. Oh, Dark Souls, the board game. It's one of my new favorites. Like, I've just, and here's the thing, I browse on Twitter all the time because, you know, I'm sharing, I'm retweeting, I'm doing all that sort of stuff. I'm on Facebook, I'm in those groups. And I don't see people posting these games. I don't see people talking about these games. And that's what I'm saying. So I'm very nervous here. Each Resident Evil board game has iterated in the survival horror engine. And you know what? I actually want to do one thing real quick because now I'm just dang curious. I want to know, as a consumer, how did the other Resident Evil board games do on Board Game Geek? Because I think this is going to tell us a lot right here. We'll get back to this. Ooh, sneaky. We'll get to that. Now, finally, Resident Evil, the board game, will go back to where it all began. Back to the Spencer Mansion cooperative campaign. Just like in that, you'll step in the boots. Here's the thing. The game is a split. Spine-tingling scenarios, cool artwork, minis, stuff. I just want a price. Isn't just about the intermediate scenario. It's campaign game playable over 27 hours, where every decision counts and far-reaching consequences. Now that, I think, is buried way too low. I always think about how this could be better. And I think the video could be way better. And part of the reason, I would also mention this way higher. You know, sure, you highlighted it red here. But if I'm not going through all these, which I don't think most people do, let me know in the comments below. When you first get on a Kickstarter page, do you go through all this stuff, or are you looking for specific bullet point things? How do you shop? I don't think maybe most people do. All right, but yeah, so 27 hours, that's spectacular. 60 to 90 minutes, one-shots. Cool. Solve puzzles to open pathways, every bullet is precious, yada, yada, yada. Non-player characters and missions. Like, what is this artwork? Like, this artwork right here. Maybe it's straight from the game, but it looks so damn generic. And once again, not a knock on the artist. It's just that artwork just looks like Zombie Force, the board game relaunch. You know, the 103rd most popular game that you might see at any given moment. And if that's honestly a game, I'm not trying to call anybody out. So now these minis. And this is where I think this is going to shine right here. Because now I'm actually getting in close to some of these minis. I'm saying, wow, those look really dang good. Because I think that is their calling card. Steamforged Games is just do minis. I really like the way that enemies work in this game. Okay. No Resident Evil fan should miss out on all the terrifying fun. The smile on my face after I found a shotgun and started blasting zombies left and right was all I needed to know. I hate nearly all those quotes. First time on Kickstarter, read this. And this is where I'm going to be very intrigued. How many people are new to Kickstarter? 197. New. Still. Lot more. Okay. Bravo pledge. Now, I do like the fact that we're converting it to different currencies. Spectacular. $99. So we got ourselves a premium price. So duties and tax included for this. So we're talking a little bit about the shipping here. I do like that. And so here we go. 4 player characters, 28 enemies, 21 double-sided tiles, 250 tokens, 250 cards, 110 tokens. So just show me the components. Cool. Minis, the character cards, enemies. Great. Components, items, missions, all unlock goals, rookie Rebecca. So no. I don't feel like this feels like a $99 game to me. Like, what is that? I think that's a Ticket to Ride style box. Just in general, I see a Ticket to Ride style box. I don't typically think $99. Now, maybe this is like one of the Ticket to Ride 10th anniversary where it's bigger on the side. I don't know. But I don't feel like this is a really appealing price point. So then we have the Alpha pledge all in. Wow, this is a huge jump. We go from $99 to $299. Plus all unlocked goals. Rookie Rebecca. So this is a free gift for returning Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3 board game backers. Okay, so they're looping people in there with a mini. All right, like it. Save over $75. So what is going to make me be convinced? Because I didn't think this looked like a $99 thing. Oh, the exclusive box art. Oh, okay. Wow. Let's see. Can I tell? Honestly can't tell the difference between the first one and that one. So now I'm kind of excited. Like, what did I miss? Okay, so here's the not exclusive one. Now let's go down and check out that exclusive one, because honestly, I don't know what was different. It's what's different? What's different about it? So what am I missing here? Everything for the Bravo pledge plus. Yeah, I don't see anything different here in this Kickstarter exclusive box art. Please let me know if you know in the chat what I'm missing here. But that looks like the same box to me. I'm still unimpressed. Into the Darkness expansion and the Bleak Outpost. Oh, wow. I love the choice to not make them thematic at all. Like, hey, do we want to do anything cool for our main box? No. What about for the expansion boxes? No. How about equally bland? All right. Equally bland it is. But then when we get to these ones, now these look badass. What are these? These look way better. Into the Darkness expansion, Bleak Outpost. So your terrain packs and your retro whatever this thing pack looks like. Why isn't this the box? This is the box here. Or is this like? I'm so confused. This box looks awesome. Sides still suck, but this box looks awesome. This box also, take it or leave it, but it's better than these two, I think. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is what I was talking about. Because do I want it? And this is once again because I just said no. And somebody's like, no, Bauer, never change. Because I'm being honest here. Because I know that if I really want to get into this, I don't want this $99 box. I want this. I want all this. I want to go hard on this. And I don't think this game looks that intriguing. Cool, that's neat. What's these? These things convince me. So we get 2 boss monster miniatures, 100 cards. So these are 80mm base. I'd love it if you did inches as well. Just makes it easier because most of the people shopping here are from the United States of America. Yep, nearly half. So not actually, it's a little less than half. So good for them. I bet they're gonna have a great shipping section. Bold prediction with that. Those sort of numbers, I guess a good shipping area. And this would be so easily remedied too, even if you don't. So even if you don't put the inches, which I think you should put the inches, just put a different mini, a smaller mini next to it. Give me some sort of scale here. Like, I hate how they're showing me the things in this box. Like this, just, I can barely see what's on this card. Zoom in. Show me so much more, especially if you're asking me for $299. Cool. It's a shark. That looks neat. Stuff. Cards. How many cards am I actually getting? 100 plus cards. Doesn't look like 100 plus cards, but cool. Like, I'm not doubting that, but I think you can showcase that a little bit better. And then we have the Monster Box. Cool. Terrain Pack. Neat. Resident Evil Retro Pack. Yeah, this is the box I want. So, nope, you still just get this generic box. But what is this, then? It's a Retro Pack. Fool. Of course it's a Retro Pack. Don't you know what a Retro Pack is? Okay, you're just not going to tell me what a Retro Pack is. Okay, cool. Unlocks. Every goal unlocked during this campaign is Kickstarter exclusive and will be added to every Bravo and Alpha pledge. Cool, that's awesome. Let's see, how many people want that one? 891. How many people want the big one? Yeah, 2,282. Because the bottom line is, this doesn't have to be a great Kickstarter. It doesn't. Because it says Resident Evil, the board game. But it could. It could be so much more. It could be so much more fun. And I'm not talking about the game itself, but just Kickstarter in general, I think. But then again, let's see what the stretch goals are. Every goal unlocked during this campaign is Kickstarter exclusive. If you found a note, the Kickstarter campaign is a little different. Exploration goals packed with gameplay content are hidden within the Spencer Mansion, waiting to be unlocked. Together, we'll explore the mansion and discover what lurks in the darkness. Now, this is cool. This is the first thing that's got me excited. It's up to you to decide which way we go and which STARS members we save. Meanwhile, back at the Raccoon City Police Department, where happy survivors pieced together, we puzzled the puzzle board below. So this is great. This actually surprises me. Total left turn here, because this is the kind of stuff that keeps you at the top of the popularity chart and gets your comments percolating. So, awesome. What horrors will we lock inside the mansion? Great. Where will we go next? Join the latest vote. Is this going to take me to your comments, your updates? Brilliant. Yes, 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 yes. And this is how you do it. They didn't nail anything else that I've seen so far. Game looks uninspiring. Looks overpriced. That might just be the way they're showcasing me components. Thought the video was not very good. But they still are number 2. 1,000 comments. 1,000 comments in one day. Top notch. Excellent. Woo! That's great. So I guess you don't have to be good at a lot of things to be on Kickstarter. You just got to be good at least 1 or 2. They make great minis and do great customer service, apparently. Investigation progress. Official log. Goal unlocked to date in the Resident Evil board game campaign. Huh? So this is stuff we're going to unlock. I'm assuming it's more minis. Just pictures. Oh, yeah. So minis. Great. Zoom in on it, I think, a little bit more. As we explore the mansion, the choices you make will affect who survives the night to be added to your pledge as an advanced character. Oh, that's cool. So essentially you're voting for characters you want. Tracks your picture. This is all great. This is spectacular. I love this. 550,000. Wait. Excuse me. So they had 100. So let's see. They had 100,000 pound goal, and their first stretch goal is 550,000. No, that's the next stretch goal. Cool. So I think the stretch goals might be a little bit higher. Honestly, I think that whole pledge area could be a lot better. But I think the stretch goals I put up there, I think, just to get people even more excited about how big this campaign could potentially get. And to give people more of an emphasis, I don't even know. It honestly feels more like a Game Found project in the aspect of this is going to make $1 million no matter what they do because it's a freaking Resident Evil. And so it's a little bit harder to critique. Because I still stand by my original statement. If this was just a generic zombie game, would people be given it the time of day? And I don't think the way the Kickstarter's been ran, they would. You know, they wouldn't be hitting these stretch goals. This would make $800,000. So the add-on marketplace and vote here. Beautiful. Taking me back to the comments. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hopefully each day they update that link to take you to the next page in the update. That's just so smart. Add-on marketplace. They just want the minis. Once again. So now I'm kind of getting the scale of these. These are probably huge because this is like a full box, I think. I don't know. I'd give me a better size of the box, I think. Oh, $50. I'm paying $50 for 2 minis. Oh, but there's cards. That's right. There's cards as well. They just chose not to show the cards here. Because why show all the components in the add-on area? Okay, game trays upgrade, cool. Retro pack, which once again, don't quite understand what's going on there, but at this point I don't care. 4 neoprene player mats, now that's hot. That's real hot. Those are really cool. Great. Extra Bravo pledge. Extra Alpha pledge. That's actually really super awesome as well. I do like that. Being marked as Keeksy, featuring the badge, videos, how to play. There you go. There we go. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Really? Really? Your how to play video is 3 minutes and 20 seconds? This is part 1? Color me skeptical. How to play. Quick guide. Don't care. I want a full how to play. Is that here? Teaser trailer, game playthrough. No, I don't want this. No. So this is not a how to play. This is, in fact, not a how to play video.
And resolve the text on the card, and then discard it.
I hate this video. I hate it with the passion of 1,000 suns. I thumbs down it. A lot of people won't do that. I'm like, come on. That's not a how to play video. That's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. No. Like, and it drives me nuts when I see how to play videos that don't actually, because this is one of my biggest nitpicks in all of board games. When people say something is a how to play video, and then you get through the entire video, and you still need to go back to the rule booklets to really figure out how to play. Because then at that point, you just waste most of your damn time. First impressions, review.
Shira from Board Game.
Okay. Reviewed. Scared to speak or move. God, could you clickbait any harder? I don't even want to click on this to give him the view. Assuming it's a him. Which I should not. Oh no, it's the kick average guy. Yeah, okay, whatever. Just like just big. But I will say that's good. The fact that we're getting these just god-awful clickbait images, means that our hobby's growing, which is a good thing. So, whatever. Horror tips with a new Resident Evil board game. What is that? Okay. Gameplay. So, the one video that I really want is not there. The how to play. Play the demo online. Awesome. Tabletopia. Great. I love the fact that it's there. Crack open the rule booklet. Excellent. This is what I want to see. 17 pages. You gave it to me in 3 minutes and 20 minutes, my ass. Yeah, what's a retro pack? Exactly. I don't know, but it looks cool. It looks cooler than the box. Like, here's my question. Can I actually put all the box stuff in the retro pack? Because that's the one I want. Quick reference. Cool. Whatevs. Here's the set. Where's the setup? So, we don't have... Come on. We don't have a component list, and we don't have a setup first thing. Like... I'm going to talk to you right now. The first thing in your rule booklet should 99.9% of the time, and if you want to throw in that stupid paragraph or two about the story of the game, that can go first. But other than that, components with pictures of what they look like and a setup. And that's not here. And I am immediately just annoyed because what they're going to do, I imagine, is they're going to tell you all the different stuff and the bells and the whistles and the general gameplay, and then we're going to get to the setup. And I feel it's so much easier for people, and I have asked people, I've done poll, have I done a poll on this? I need to. Whether or not they prefer it this way, which way flipped. And most of the time, people say it's just easier to learn a board game when it's set up in front of you. And it's just, So I immediately don't like this rule booklet. Is there a setup at all? Oh, goody. Page 23. I love when they're on page... Okay. Cool down. Shipping. The pledge prices don't include shipping, but do include duties and taxes for all friendly shipping regions, which I think they mentioned was we won't charge any extra VAT or duties in this pledge manager. Yeah, so UK friendly shipping, US friendly shipping, EU friendly shipping. So yes, because that means that there'll be no VATs. And that's what I said. That's what I said. I predicted that they were going to do shipping well. And $12 to $14. Yeah, 12 to 14 there. I like how you don't convert, like you were nice enough to convert it to dollars here, but not there. So US actually getting jacked a little bit. Oh, just Alaska, Hawaii. Oh, US mainland. Never mind. 14 to 17. That's spectacular. Especially, this is just a Bravo pledge, right? Ooh, where's the Alpha pledge? Ooh. Right now, a 3 Days Grace song called I Hate Everything About You is coming to my mind. Because this shipping section sucks. It sucks. I hate it. I despise it. I loathe it. I detest it. It is atrocious. It should be banned from Kickstarter. I want to report this project for this. I'm not actually going to. But the bottom line is, this shipping section helps out the 891 people here and doesn't help out the 2,282 people here. So they decided we're going to help out roughly you chunk of people, but the main chunk of our backers we're not going to tell what the shipping is. Because this is for the Bravo pledge, which once again 800 people have taken. Great, good for them. They know their shipping, roughly. But for 5 boxes, how many people? How many people? And I want you to actually think about this. Really think about this, because then you might be annoyed as I am. How many of those 2,200 people went down here, saw one shipping price, they said, oh, whoa, that shipping's awesome, $14, $17. Boom. Don't even think twice. When in reality, it's 14, 17 pounds, so it's, it's like 20, 23 bucks, whatever. But this is for one box. You're getting 5 or 6 boxes, which potentially means your price is going to jump pretty high. Let me make sure I'm reading that right, because this seems like such a terrible oversight for shipping out Bravo pledge. Oh, but it's fine, Bauer. It's fine. See, it's in bold. They can point to that and say, we even put it in bold. Get out of here. And you bury it at the bottom as well. Okay. This Kickstarter's pissed me off. I hate it. I was hoping this would be spectacular. I was hoping it would buck the trend of some other lazy-looking Kickstarter board, like video game IPs that I've seen lately. And I don't feel like it did. Especially after, I've given out 3 A's in the last week. So I've been seeing amazing. And then it's come to this, just ugh. And then, of course, I get this absolutely god-awful, ugly FAQ that no one wants to scroll. So if my question is the 22nd one down, I have to read every single one of these stupid... Ugh! Go check out the Reload from Colossal Games Kickstarter and how they do their thing. They break it down, they make it easy, they sort them out. So this is pledge manager questions. This is compatible, is this compatible? I feel like the obvious question is this compatible with the first 2? And if not, why the hell not? It's annoying. Is there a player versus player mode? It doesn't have that, whatever. Any chance for 5th player expansion? No plans. How long will it take to complete the board game on average? So these are actually good FAQ questions, I will say. It's just, what size the models? We're not going to tell you in inches, because get bent. How do I place multiple pledge? Can I no? Okay. So the FAQ, I don't like the FAQ. I don't like the video. I don't like the shipping section. I don't like the price. I don't like the way they're trying to sell it. Like, I don't like so much about this. But what I do like is right there. Oh my. Because that is what keeps you at the top of the popularity chart. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what I try and see every single day and what I want to see. Because this is how you stay on the top of the popularity charts, by having updates like this. 724 freaking comments. Wait, is this day 1? This just launched today. Oh, 4 updates in one day. You're sick. I hate it. Oh, God, I hate this Kickstarter. Don't bombard my emails with this. I'm already giving you $299. You're already going to not let me know the shipping cost of all this. Like, you're already, like, stretching my Resident Evil nostalgia bug as far as it can go. 4. So, are we getting 4 every day? Like, am I getting 60 emails from you? Like, are you going crazy X on me? Because, I mean, it's, oh, okay. Okay. So, we're stretch goals. So what is this? 100 likes, 100 comments. We get a new costume for Jill has been unlocked. Oh, so it's like an alternate miniature, 100 likes, 100 comments. So that's also genius. Like, they are quite literally panhandling for likes and comments. And you're like, oh, that sounds so negative. I think that's exactly what you should do. I think that is fantastic. That immediately raises this entire Kickstarter project by a grade. Straight up. There's no way this will be an F, because this marketing alone is so well done. I don't remember the last time I looked at a Kickstarter project and it had 700 comments. Like, go look at some of them have like millions of dollars. They're not hitting 700 comments. So what they're doing there is really good. So they're so these are cross figures for Wesker as a playable character. You won't be disappointed. Well, the cat's out of the bag there. If you remember our first update, all those long hours ago, we've got a handful of milestone goals to unlock. Like, honestly, at this point, like, how are you going to keep this momentum up if you're sending out 4 emails a day? That's just hard. Like, 1 a day, I think is fine. But even then, it's like, it's pushing it, you know? I personally like when they do about 3 a week, maybe 1 every other day or something like that. Let me know what you think the best amount of updates is. Or does it fluctuate based on stretch goals? I don't think it should. You know, I think instead of updating me every time we hit a stretch goal or two, especially if you're hitting numerous stretch goals, it's much more exciting to just say, oh, here's all the stretch goals we hit yesterday. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Good to see you live. Time traveled. Yeah, so 725 comments, that's great. 1970. Other than that, it's just you're going to get people who are excited about this project talking. You know, you have thousands and thousands of people here. Okay, 1,000 comments. I obviously still backed anyway, but I was wondering if I missed it. Is there a 24-hour background center? No early bird. With RET chance we have a reprint of RET? Yes, please. I want in. That'd be awesome. A complete all-in of 3. They're identical to RE3's dice. Interesting. That's the other thing. Typically, when a company makes a game, and then they make another game in the exact same series, those games can, you know, kind of rub up against each other and play. They didn't acknowledge that in any way, shape, or form. Now, they might have covered it in the FAQ, but I feel like if it's something they could do, the campaign would have been the way to go. Okay. And you're going to have a bunch of people just hyped about this. Resident Evil fans, just in general, which I totally get. Because look at it from this perspective. If you're a diehard Resident Evil fan, you get every game that comes out, you're a big video gamer, you got all of them, probably keep the cases, you got it for the DS, got it for the Game Boy, maybe you picked that up on eBay, never actually played it, you hold on to it. Those type of people. I used to be somebody like that. I completely get why they're like $299, I'm all in, I don't even think twice about it, you know. But as a typical board gamer, just this is not a project that I'm like I'm convinced by. So final grade, do I want it? No. Like, I would like to try it, but I would only like to try it if someone's teaching it to me, because after looking at that rule booklet, no thanks. No thank you. Real Resident Evil fans have the demo CD from the magazine before it was released. Yeah, I'm saying, you know, collectors. So this is obviously something they're going to have. Like, I totally get that. And that's, you know, that they got that market. They bought, you know, they got to Capcom and said, "Hey Capcom, can we make minis versions of your games? You know, and you can make sure we do everything exactly how you want us to do it." They did that though, and they are reaping the benefits of $816,000 of making all these other games, despite the fact, as I mentioned, I don't think I've heard a dang good thing about one of them. Not to say they're not good games, but I hear a lot of things. I've never heard anything good about any of them. So do I want it? Not really. Can you do it? Yes, but once again, this is their third big minis project that's out, so they're working on a lot. This is not their primary focus. And the last 3 Kickstarters that I did check when I went to look at their back thing, the first thing was, hey, we shipped, and now we're going to talk about rules erratas, and now here's a rules FAQ, and now here's a rules FAQ. That was literally the first post for all 3 of them, which scares me a little bit. You know, one time, okay, I get it, but 3 in a row on what is like your 4th or 5th or 6th games? Like, come on. Come on. Step up those rulebook editing. Step it up. Come back my Fiverr. I'll take a look at it for you. So can you do it? Yes, but with an asterisk. Especially considering they didn't actually show us a how to play video, and instead they showed us a 3-minute and 20-second video how to play video that I'm guessing they are hoping you wouldn't click on. Because I can't imagine that if you clicked on that expecting to learn Resident Evil the board game, you were just like, yippee, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. You're like, what the hell is this crap? This is going to teach me how to play the damn game. Like, am I wrong here? So, can you do it? I'm nervous about reading those rules and about the fact there's not a how to play video. Then how much is it? I don't think it's a good price. So at the end of the day, honestly, I'm leaning towards like a D- or an F on this. But you get a whole grade for pretty much panhandling for comments and likes and stuff like that. I think that's fantastic. So I guess that bumps it up to, what is that, a C-? No, we'll go with a D. I'm going to go with a D on this one. So, my final grade on the Resident Evil board game, D. Now, asterisk, as a board gamer, give it a D. As a Resident Evil fan who doesn't play board games, C+. But let me know in the comments below. What's your grade? Well, here's the thing. They can do it, but is it good? Probably it's okay. Hope you're wrong. I want this game to be good. I want it to be good too. I want every game to be good. I want every Kickstarter to make millions of dollars. But it's just, my gamer radar was like, okay, this looks like one I'm glad that you bought. Like, I'm sure all of us have played those games at a friend's house. We're like, I'm real glad you backed that Kickstarter and not me. And I'm hoping that's not the case. But let me know in the comments below, what is your grade for Resident Evil, the board game Kickstarter? And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, because every time we get into one of these Kickstarter critiques, it's a weird, wild journey. I never know which direction we're going to go. Typically, we do them at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every weekday like clockwork, but today was weird. I actually ate Golden Corral tonight. It was delicious. But you don't care. As always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye. Oh, God, it's scary.